looking good, you're looking ready, you're looking sharp. Okay. Hello! This is big, Lindsay. This is big.
This is a BAFTA. How many of you have heard of BAFTA?
BAFTA helps young children explore the world of film, television and games.
You can see some of the guys that are involved. You can see all the lighting setup.
What is your favourite sport? My favourite sport is basketball.
Did anybody wake up and watch me and Naomi on CBeebies Do You Know? What you did?
Please welcome to the stage, Boy Bandit!
My first ever job was here in Birmingham.
Oh, hey guys!
Do you ever get nervous?
Oh yes, of course.
Right now.
Right now, yeah.
The nominees and presenters will be arriving on the red carpet soon, so let's see who we can find.
Please welcome your host for this evening, Doc Brown.
Yes, we're here again, ladies and gents. Friends and colleagues, a very warm welcome to the BAFTA Academy Children's Awards. Let's go, come on. Special year this year. It's a special year, a vintage year, some might say. Hate to make you make noise again, but make noise for BAFTA's 70th birthday right now. 70! We're 70! We are 70. You know, they had an exhibition in the summer. I don't know if any of you went. I went. It was fascinating seeing all the heritage and, you know, where we were back in 1947, right? Because the very first members were inducted. David Attenborough still wasn't young. And weirdly, despite there having not even been an awards ceremony, 7 BAFTAs had already been won by Justin Fletcher. Amazing, right? Incredible. So yeah, a special year and a special night. A night when we have the chance to share in the recognition of some wonderful contributions to children's entertainment. It's a night when some of us will bask in award-winning glory, whilst the rest of us have the opportunity to publicly wallow in self-pity and maybe get drunk with a Teletubby. You know, the night is young. Night is young, boy. You never know. As ever, our aim is to celebrate the achievements of our peers in this special field. It's a field that's constantly growing and changing, and we want to reflect that with our own dynamism. At BAFTA, we refuse to stand still, to stagnate with the same old ideas. And I just want to say how proud I am to be hosting the awards for the 4th time in a row. We are, yes. No one else is allowed in. This is my house. We're keeping it fresh. No, we're keeping it fresh, for real. Yes, we are keeping it fresh. We're constantly looking to honor new and underappreciated talent. So thank goodness the Horrible Histories team are here with their 20th nomination. And the Peppa Pig team with their 17th. Yeah, but no, the new stuff is genuinely happening, guys. Like, it used to be that when we talked about streaming, we were referring largely to snot or tears, you know. But now, of course, the word is synonymous with online content. And it'd be easy to assume that I'm so old school that I don't have my finger on the pulse. But I can tell you, I am proud. I'm proud to say that tonight, for the first time, we have nominations for two online channels. Yes, Amazon, and Netflix. Good luck, guys. You know, keep up the good work. And you never know, one day you could be up there with the likes of Tiny Pop and Channel 5. For the first time, we also have apps in the running. We have apps up for awards this evening. Apps, which is, you know, it's no surprise to me because I'm pretty sure my kids love apps more than their own father, right? We have the Sky Kids app up for a nom tonight. First ever nomination, and to be honest, you know, I hope they do pick up a BAFTA. I do. Just so that the next time when people ask me where the hell my kids are, I can say they're being looked after by their award-winning babysitter, right? Congratulations as well to the online educational platform TrueTube. Yes, it's awesome. It's sick if you don't know. It's like YouTube without the lies, you know. And these guys have got 7 noms tonight. Make some noise for that. 7 noms. That's more than double what they had last year. They're killing it. Killing it. I'm proud. I'm very proud. It's excellent. If you haven't checked it out, seriously, check it out. It's amazing. On a personal note, a very personal note, I want to give a special shout out to my very own brother, Luke, who is up tonight. He's nominated for his work on the 4 O'Clock Club. Nominated as a writer on the 4 O'Clock Club, which is a show that I created and never personally won anything for in 8 years. So let me just be the first to say how overjoyed and unbitter and non-jealous I am of the advances he's made in 2 years that I didn't make in 6. And finally, speaking of brotherly love, please spare a thought for the doctors Chris and Zan Tulakan, please, because they're from Operation Ouch, if you don't know. They're up for their 3rd consecutive nomination. Yeah, it is a bit of an R, it is. Yeah, good sympathy clap, that's a good sympathy clap. Because, you know, the reason I say this is I say to them, you know what, don't feel disheartened, because Ian Sterling, it took him 4 nominations before he finally won something, and that was only after he got rid of the comedy dog, you know, so shout out Phil Fletcher. So what I'm saying to you boys, Chris and Zan, is, you know, just work out which of you is the hairier, smellier sidekick, get rid, and reap the rewards. That's what I'm saying to you. So listen, on a genuine note, it's hard not to overstate just how many children have been entertained, have been educated and thrilled by the sheer creative brilliance of many of the people in this room over the past 12 months. So let's just take this opportunity to have a look at some of the highlights from the past year. Check this out.
Something's burning. Oh, it's just your eyes burning a hole in the back of my head.
my ultimate nightmare.
Okay. A beautiful ballerina.
You're doing great.
What? No.
Festivals!
Do you have anything else to say? No.
Make some noise for yourselves. Loving that. Loving that. How are we feeling? We ready for this? We ready for this? Suitably wind up. We're on the wine. Good, good, good. Okay, let's get this party started. Where better to start than with the award for Performer? Yes, Performer. And you know what? We got a perfect dude to present this award. I want you to welcome a man who's such a natural performer that he made it acceptable to dance in the sea. Please welcome Peter Andre.
Well, thank you very much for having me here tonight. Whether you're playing a human or a border collier, actually, kids demand authenticity from the characters that they love, which can make acting for them very daunting. So let's look at some of the performances that resonated this year.
Performer.
I'm so done.
Savannah Baker.
I just wear what I want and not have to do my hair all the time and not worry about looking like some celebrity model porn star for my boyfriend.
And I've only just realised why.
Oh, why's that then?
Because when you and Dad were fighting all the time, someone had to be.
Don't be daft.
Back then, you were acting like a kid and I was the grown-up.
Millie Innes.
I've had enough of this. Go to your room, please, without your tea.
Fine. I'll just have this.
Give that back.
Sure. Catch. Oh! What?
Could you do that a little quieter?
Sorry, I thought that you'd like it.
No, I do. It's just...
Alhaji Fofana.
Keep it down a little.
Well, I don't have to do it at all.
Wait, what?
I can just stop.
You mean it's not from, you know... pleasure?
Oh, no.
Subaka, you're better than a permanent marker.
Phil Fletcher.
Subaka, when you're not around, the day is darker. Subaka, ho ho, Susan Allen, Hamish, Barker. Kiss a kiss.
Great stuff. And the BAFTA goes to Alhaji Fofana in Screwball.
I wasn't really mentally prepared for this. I thought it was going to be a bit later. But thank you very much. I don't know where to start now. I should have written something. Well, first and foremost, I want to give a big thanks to God, my mum, my older brother. Shout out to everyone at TrueTube. I mean, Adam Tyler, he was the director and the writer. He did an excellent job. Toby, Bob, and obviously my co-star, Savannah Baker, who was also nominated for the award. I mean... So, yeah, thank you. Thank you to everyone at the BAFTAs. It's appreciated. Thanks.
We like brief. We like brief. Now, take a look around at what technology has found. Is it what we need, or are we killing the scene? Where are we going? Does anyone care? Do. This is Insania. Not my words. Those are the eerily prophetic words of Peter Andre himself. Proving, if anything, that we're all still learning about this crazy world that we live in. So let's take this opportunity to recognize those who this year have excelled in the BAFTA category of learning. And to present the award to individuals whose incredible talent is almost pipped by their own hair. They're from Nickelodeon. You might have seen them on Nickelodeon. And hopefully they've left their slime at home. Make some noise for Jordan Banjo and Perry Kiley.
Hello, everybody.
Hello, everyone. I always get really nervous when I need to bend down and not being this crazily tall. Is it fine?
I think it's great.
Okay. So, guys, it goes without saying that program making that educates children comes with a huge amount of responsibility.
At its best, the children are taught, engaged, and entertained in equal measure.
The nominees are
Learning.
I don't think we're far away from disaster.
Yes, they're coming thick and fast, but our new Spitfires are up to the task.
History Bombs Online. History resources.
All hope will be lost.
There's another squadron over the channel. Here we go. Don't amble, scramble.
Hitler's plan to invade Britain was stopped in its tracks as the RAF held firm, much to the delight of Britain's new Prime Minister.
Oh, our finest hour.
And you do that thing with the brick.
What brick?
You know, the brick.
Shia Sunni.
The brick. The brick that you pray on. When we pray, we put our heads to the floor. You put your heads on a brick.
It's not a brick. It's a...
What?
Okay, it's a brick, but it's because Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam prayed on the ground and not on the carpet.
Yeah, okay.
I am 10, and I'm playing in the sun. Being 10 is my idea of fun. 1,
Number blocks.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 blocks.
We're 10 ones, and we're playing in the sun, making friends. Is our idea of fun. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Press the flashing orange button now.
No, I have to do it.
Lifesaver VR.
Shock delivered.
6. He's moving. 10. Come on, Harry, wake up.
Harry.
He's breathing normally. He's waking up.
And the BAFTA goes to...
History Bombs Online History Resources.
Whoa. Wow, thank you very much indeed. Totally unexpected. We are a small, very passionate team of history lovers, and this means a huge amount to us. So thank you to Dylan, Ellie and Claire, who have worked incredibly hard. Thank you to everyone who has supported the project, including my parents here tonight. And yeah, no, thank you. I think, yeah, no, it's an incredible honor to be able to put our time and effort into trying to educate children and engage them. And hopefully this is the start of really good things. So thank you very much indeed.
Okay, you lot need to prepare to be excited to meet this next guy, because I just met him today and he's something special. This time last year, we were introduced to the winner of BAFTA's first ever Young Presenter competition. Before we meet this guy, he's this year's young winner. As part of the 70th anniversary, BAFTA asked kids to interview older friends and family members about their memories of film and TV. So this is how we discovered this kid. Check this out.
It's BAFTA's 70th anniversary this year, and what better way to celebrate than sharing all of our film, TV, or games memories.
Hi guys, it's Braden Bell reporting for the BAFTA Kids.
Hello viewers, my name is Abdul Mustafa and I will be interviewing this lovely lady.
I'm Maisie and I'm reporting for BAFTA Kids.
Hello, my name is Abigail and I'm reporting for BAFTA Kids. I just want to say how proud I am to be interviewing my dad.
Hello, Abigail.
Hello, Dad.
As you can see, I'm in West Cliff-on-Sea, by the sea, as you can see.
Today I'm going to be interviewing my dad about his favourite film. But first of all, I'm going to show you all of his DVDs which he's collected.
I'll be interviewing my dad who I think is cooking at the moment, so it'll be very interesting.
Please welcome Joe. Hi.
Hi Dad, how are you doing?
Nice to meet you. Thank you for asking me to the hotspot.
It's great in here, isn't it? So, Mum, what was your first ever movie you ever watched back in those days?
Cheeky.
Did you have a television in your house?
No, we didn't have a television.
When was the last time you went to the cinema?
The last time I went was to see Billy Elliot.
What is the first film memory as a kid pops into your head?
Right, okay, I can answer that. We went to see Jaws 3D as kids.
Going to see Superman when I was about 5 years old in 1978.
Is that a special memory?
Yes, it is a special memory because I said this was my first time to go to the cinema without my parents.
I haven't been to the cinema since.
Why not?
It's a bit too loud, the screen's a bit too big. You can't turn it down like you can a television, can you?
Yeah, sometimes you just want to turn it down.
So.
What is your favourite TV show or your favourite programme?
Good question. My favourite film has to be Star Wars.
Out of all of those DVDs?
All those films, yeah.
Wow.
Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
I agree with that too.
Your answers were really lovely. Thank you, Elizabeth, Mustafa, and peace.
Max Edwards reporting for BAFTA Kids. Over and out. It's been a pleasure with you.
Well, thank you for inviting me to the hotspot.
Braden Bell reporting for the BAFTA Kids, and I'll see you soon.
So good. And you know what? He is going to see you very, very soon because here he is. Please welcome our BAFTA Young Presenter competition winner. He's unbelievable. 8-year-old Braden. And with him, BAFTA nominee and Wild and Weird Animal Botherer, the brilliant Naomi Wilkinson.
We're excited, aren't we? We're very excited.
Very excited.
Yes, me and Braden, we're here to present the BAFTA for short form.
These are the children's programmes running 5 minutes or less.
So we are going to challenge the winner of this award to keep their acceptance speech as brief as their programme, aren't we? Should we check out the nominees?
Yes.
Short form.
The story I want to share is about...
Share a Story 2016.
There was a fox who hobbled round town in boring old shoes that were smelly and brown. Miss Foxy Fairprice was the love of his life, and he longed for her to be his wife.
Yeah!
The Hapos Family.
We just like each other as friends.
CN Buddy Network.
Fun together.
I'm kind to him, he would be kind to me. If he had to pick a partner, he would pick me. That's why he's my friend, my best friend.
Be a buddy, not a bully.
Morph.
responsibility.
Little trip.
All right.
Yeah, okay.
Braden, ready?
And the BAFTA goes to... Drum roll, please. Share a story.
Stand at the back. Well, wow. Thank you, BAFTA. It's an incredible award for an amazing team. The animators, Coach Shop, Kilogram, Jardine Sage, yeah, the man. Chris from Second Home Studios, the brilliant kids who send in their stories every year, and then we bring them to life. Share Story ambassadors, Michael Rosen. Yeah, marvellous Michael Rosen, there he is. Superstar. Mark Silk, our voiceover artist, and really kind of gets the kids kind of excited and producing fantastic voiceovers. Just such a amazing award for an amazing team. And I'd really like to dedicate this award to Angela Jane, who's been a massive supporter of Share a Story and this team. And really, I want to dedicate this to Angela. Thank you, Angela. Thank you, BAFTA. This is incredible. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Congrats, guys. One more time for Braden, please. He's gonna... He is... I'm keeping an eye on him because he's gonna have my job very, very soon. You know that he was literally the last person I saw before I came out. You know, he sat on the sofa just by the opening there. You know what he said to me? He goes, have a good one. He goes, don't mess it up. Brilliant. All right, let's move on to preschool animation now. And who better to introduce an award for working with the perennially immature than the hottest twins since Pat Sharp's Funhouse. It's Chris and Zand Tulliker.
Right, here's one for you. What do you get when you mix a kind-hearted dragon, a dog scoutmaster, a manic fowl, and the world's most famous pig?
Chris, this is no time for one of your disgusting jokes. We're meant to be presenting a BAFTA.
So that's the list of nominees. Let's take a look.
Preschool animation.
Spellbook! Spellbook! Spellbook!
Digby Dragon.
How are we ever supposed to find her? Applecross is far too big.
Just keep an eye out for anything strange happening.
Huh? A talking knot? Chips! Spellbook!
What can we do? Chop the tree down.
No!
If only there was somebody
Peppa Pig.
to reach our ball.
Gerald!
What? You can reach the ball because you're tall. I can try.
Hooray! Let's get the bread. Let's go.
Sarah and Doug.
I'm going to go on a gap year.
I'm going to work in the city.
Wow, don't they grow up fast?
Oh, hey, Dougie.
It only seems a minute since they were tiny. Remember to phone once in a while. Get lots of rest.
And this is my bit. And the BAFTA goes to... Hey, Dougie.
Brilliant, well done.
Thank you. They want this. Brief. Thank you very much. Thank you to BAFTA, and thank you to the BBC, everyone at the BBC, and a very special crowd here. Janine, producer, Sue, executive producer, Anna, editor, Sandra, co-director. Thank you to all of them for all their hard work, everyone at Studio OK. And also, we've been doing this for 4 years now, and before we started, we had the generosity of advice from fellow animators, so thanks to Amazing World of Gumball and Peppa Pig for all your advice at the start of this journey. So thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, guys. And thanks, Chris and Zand, as well. If you don't know how to tell them apart, one's a doctor. Right, okay, on to preschool live action now. Okay. Growing up in the 80s, preschool live action, for me, meant wondering if we were going to get milk tomorrow, you know? But now it's an exciting and burgeoning visual format. And here to present, put your hands together for two genuine screen superstars. We got Outlander's Rosie Day, and from Game of Thrones, Art Parkinson.
It's a real delight to be here tonight, especially on an evening that's also celebrating the amazing work of Jacqueline Wilson. I know for me and many of my friends, her novels truly shaped our childhood.
This year's nominations are a huge tribute to the fantastic range of preschool content out there.
Whether they're showing us how everyday objects work, exploring life in different families, or transporting us from the estates of London to the furthest reaches of the galaxy.
Let's take a look at who are this year's nominations.
Preschool live action. Apple Tree House.
Dear Miss Zainab, you are cordially invited to a special performance by the Apple Tree House Story crew. Happening now, right away, this instant, at Flo's Cafe. Come on, Grandma, let's go. Let's start it downloading data.
3, 2, 1, press it!
CBeebies Stargazing. Mission Explore.
The roof is opening! The roof's opening! Cool!
This is so much fun!
Do you know?
You can see there are lots of different parts to a boat. That's the front, the pointy bit, and it's called the bow. And this is the back, it's called the stern. And then that is the engine. And in the middle, we have places to sit and put our things.
What sort of animals will live in the bush? Worms. Worms?
Our family.
What about tigers? Yeah. And lions. Elephant? Yeah. And grasshoppers. Maybe. Yeah. Monkeys. Monkeys. You're a little monkey.
And the BAFTA goes to...
Our family.
Whoa, thank you so much. I just want to say thank you to the 16 families that we worked with. It's an honor and a privilege to work with these amazing families and these amazing children, and each and every one of us spend every day being grateful for our jobs. I want to thank Nick and Kay and Michael. We've missed you, Michael. Welcome home, Michael. Kay, we're going to really miss you. And Nick, who's not here, for having such a belief in the programming that we make and for believing that live-action factual can be the #1 and the #2 show in the ratings. We've done this for years, and it's an honour and it's a privilege to work in children's television. It's the best job you can have in the world, and to spend our days working with these young children is such an honour. But most importantly, it's an honour to work with these guys here. They're my family. I love you so much. This is their award, not mine. All of us, Ruth, series producer, Luke, and everyone here. This is my team. I love them dearly. 4 o'clock Fridays, everybody. Yay. Here's to happy teams and happy programmes. Thank you, everyone.
And thank you to Sally for being such a phenomenal executive producer. Every project Sally creates is for the audience, and I've never known anyone care so much about the audience. And we won, everybody! We won! Thank you.
Yes. Now, she did say that award was for everybody in her team, but she's keeping that award. She's keeping that. That was the best celebration I've seen for anybody who's ever won a Children's BAFTA, ever. All it was missing was the in your face to the other nominee. So. Superb. Love that. I love that. All right, let's move on now. We got the BAFTA for game now, and to present, we're joined by one of those professional gamer kids who somehow worked out how to buy a house while I was still working out how to use the new pounds at the laundrette. Right? He's one of these YouTube personalities. It's amazing. His online channel has amassed 11 billion views, all right? And he's got more than 16 million subscribers, Greedy. He's in the Guinness Book of World Records for most views for a dedicated Minecraft video channel. It's this one page after my own personal entry for most bitter, D-grade celebrity in show business. Please welcome Daniel Middleton. If you don't know him by that name, it's Dan TDM.
Hi, nice to meet you all, and just want to say it's a massive honor to be presenting this award. Developing a game for kids is no easy feat, but channeling the creative and technical expertise of a team into an end product has to be engaging, challenging, and with any luck, fun too. And kids have held this year's nominees to a gold standard. Let's take a look.
Game. Pokemon Go. Monument Valley 2. Pokemon Sun and Pokemon Moon. The Playroom VR.
Behind the monkey, behind the monkey.
Okay, and the BAFTA goes to Pokemon Go. Now, unfortunately, John is unable to be with us here this evening to prior commitments in the US, probably catching all those Pokemon, to be honest. So I ensure definitely that he gets this. Congratulations.
Kind of ironic that we couldn't find the Pokemon. All right, next up, we have the BAFTA Award for Factual. Factual, yes. Which in the adult TV world has come to mean Chris Tarrant riding on trains, or Julie Walters riding around on trains, or Michael Portillo riding around on trains, or Griff Rhys-Jones looking at rivers, or Sue Perkins looking at rivers, or Jeremy Paxman looking at rivers. So thank the TV gods for children's entertainment. And here to show me the nominations are my two faves, Poi Fan Lee and Chris Jarvis.
Hello, everybody!
Hello!
Are you having a good night so far? Well, it's a real honor to be celebrating with you. Aren't we lucky to be working in this fantastic industry, everybody? We've just been reflecting on the fact that we've both been in this business for over 25 years, my dear. And it's nice to see that we're not the only dinosaurs here tonight. But tonight is also about the young, and already we've seen loads and loads of young people accepting and giving awards.
I'd like to say also, I'm very proud to be one of the thousands of women who have contributed extraordinarily in children's telly over the years. It's remarkable.
Yeah, we're very lucky, aren't we, Poi?
Yes, we're very lucky to be part of it. I mean, who'd have thought? A white, gay panto lovey.
And a Chinese female Teletubby.
Woo! Now, let's get on with the nominations. This award is given to programs that effortlessly, that wasn't very effortlessly done, embed insights into the real world.
Well, all the while, they're keeping their young audience absolutely educated and enthralled. Well, let's take a look at those nominations.
Factual.
And loads of other stuff too.
My life. Born to vlog.
Please excuse my attire. I have toothpaste on my spot. But most importantly, it allows me to share how I feel about myself.
When he was ill, he wanted to be outside and going on walks and be...
To life.
When it was nice weather, he'd just be sat in the garden with his t-shirt off, just soaking in the sun. And I saw it looked like he had like an aura around him. He was like glowing. Even though he was like this little skeletal of a man and really sick, he just looked incredible. He looked amazing.
Going higher.
Why is it swinging?
Absolute genius monster builds.
And scarier!
Oh no! All in the name of science. That is a massive piece of construction. What could possibly go wrong?
I felt like someone had entered my head and was pulling bits apart and...
Inside My Head, a news round special.
wiring things up differently, but it's important to remember that it doesn't change who you are.
Even when you're having difficulties, you're still the same person.
Yeah.
And I've always been really proud of the person you are.
And the winner is...
Okay.
Do it together.
Inside My Head, a news round special!
Well, thank you, BAFTA. Thank you, judges, for this award.
We're really honoured. I'd just like to say thank you to Lewis James, the editor of Newsround. Thank you to Georgina Bowman, our fantastic exec, who came up with the idea of having a Newsround special based on children's mental health. I have to thank Made in Colour, who did the animation, which really brought to life Josh's OCD. And also Will Pilkington and Hannah Gibbons, the two assistant producers who were absolutely fantastic across this whole production. But of course, the biggest thanks has to go to Josh and also the Gale family. Do you know what? It takes real courage to get to the point where you feel like you can say how you feel to your friends and family when you're suffering from a mental health condition. But to actually do that publicly takes that bravery to a whole new level, and that's what Josh did. And what he did was so fantastic because that's what's reached the CBeebies audience and the children's audience, and we know that other children have been empowered to speak out about how they feel because he shared his story. So really, this award is totally down to Josh.
If you've not seen that Newsround special, trust me, check it out. It's something special. It really is. We're going to take a moment now to hear from the audience that we all work so hard to entertain, the young people, the kids themselves. I recently went down to Mitchell Brook Primary School. It's in northwest London. And I met with some youngsters, basically trying to find out what's floating their entertainment boat these days. This was one of the most fun days I've had all year. Check this out.
We're going to start off talking about television, all right? Elaine, do you watch television every day? Do you watch it every day?
Only if I do some learning.
That's very responsible.
But yesterday, she forgot and I had lots of TV.
Uh-oh.
When I get late for school because I sleep too much and sometimes I don't have time to watch the TV and then my mum is too busy watching Netflix so then sometimes I don't get any more TV.
What are your favourite shows?
4 O'Clock Club.
You know, I was in 4 O'Clock Club. You know, I created that show. I made it up out of my brain.
I like Newsround.
You like Newsround? I like Newsround too. How about you, Sophia?
My favourite one is Maya the Bee.
Maya the Bee?
Yeah.
I've not seen that.
It's on 126. Next Step.
Next Step, the dance show. I love that show.
Crystal Maze. My favourite show is Wish Fart.
Wish?
Wish Fart.
Wish Fart. Wish Fart. What's a wish fart? What's your favourite TV show?
News.
You like the news as well?
And sometimes I watch Prison Break.
Wow. That's pretty tough. Do you remember the first thing you ever watched on TV when you were a little baby?
I watched Mickey Mouse and Clubhouse and Peppa Pig, that's it.
Did you watch Peppa Pig? Yes.
I know one. Peppa Pig.
Peppa Pig?
No.
You never watched Peppa Pig?
I watched the Mr. Tumble. I used to watch Teletubbies. Pocoyo. Tom and Jerry, it was one of my favourites. Oh, yeah.
Love Tom and Jerry. Do you remember?
CBeebies.
CBeebies. What shows?
In the Night Garden.
In the Night Garden, the Wiggle Pickle.
I never ever in my life.
Never heard of it, mate.
A blue person at the end.
Yeah.
He used to sleep.
That's right.
On a boot.
I think that's maybe the clearest description of In the Night Garden I've heard. Where did it all happen?
It's on TV.
Did you watch it on like an iPad, on the big TV screen, computer?
Sometimes on Netflix, sometimes on Sky.
Yeah, same.
Sometimes I watch in my mum's and dad's cell phone.
Yeah.
I got YouTube, Google, and all the other stuff, or on the TV.
So many different choices. Do you go to iPlayer, or do you go to YouTube? Do you go YouTube. Netflix?
No. But I used to watch Spider-Man in Grandma's house, but it was too scary.
So the program was scary, not Grandma's house.
Are you really a comedian?
I'm not really showing it now, am I? I'm not funny enough. Once upon a time, years and years and years and years ago, like before I was even born, and I'm old.
Dinosaurs were being born.
In between dinosaurs and me being born, there was a program on TV, right, called Bill and Ben, the Flower Pot Men. And it was black and white, there's no colour. It was just two little puppet guys, and they were friends with a flower. Is that the kind of show you'd like to watch now?
I've never even seen it.
Yeah, well you wouldn't. It's like 65 years old.
Even older than Machu Picchu.
Yeah.
Machu Picchu's 500 years old.
Yeah, so not quite as old as Machu Picchu, but close. Speaking of old stuff, you ever seen one of these before? Have a look at that.
Da-da-da.
What is that?
What is it?
This is the case.
CD.
Very close.
DVD. This is old.
Yeah, that's right.
I can't remember the name of it.
What do you think it's for?
Like a movie?
Yeah, there's a movie on here. This is actually called
there's a tape on it.
That's right, it's a tape. It's a VHS tape. Have a look at this. What do you think that is?
A video game.
It is a video game.
It's a game.
Yeah, it's a video game.
It looks like an iPod.
Like a massive,
Like an
fat,
iPhone.
chunky iPod.
Oh, this is heavy.
Yeah, it's crazy, isn't it?
Nintendo video game.
Brilliant. That's exactly what it is.
I cheated. I redid it.
Yeah, well.
Oh, them old school Nintendo gaming things. I'm on
Look at that. What a pleasure to meet you. Absolutely brilliant. Two geniuses. Best man that ever lived.
So good, man. Those kids are amazing. Honestly, it was the most fun day. It was only let down slightly by how many Prison Break spoilers I got off that kid. It's ruined the whole season for me. Obviously, you know, what is good kids entertainment without a good laugh every now and again? Which is why it's time now to find out who has won this year's BAFTA for comedy. And to present this one, I'm actually honoured to introduce a comedy legend, one of my all-time favourites. This is a man who, on the show Outnumbered, introduced us to hands down the funniest kids I've ever seen on screen, and a man who in the 90s could make me genuinely do a little bit of wee just by saying the word milky, right? Please welcome the legend that is Hugh Dennis.
Hello. Thank you very much. Good evening. I am indeed Hugh Dennis, but tonight, in a special outing for my new glasses, I've come as Harry Potter. Now, as we've seen, children laugh at the funniest things, and it takes an incredible talent to discern what's going to fly and what will flop week after week. Fortunately, this year's nominees have that talent in spades. So let's take a look at the nominees.
Comedy.
Okay, so I'll time 3 seconds on this stopwatch. Agreed.
So awkward.
Bucket standing by in case of vomiting. Check.
And now we commence kissing?
No, now we rinse.
Marty!
Class dismissed.
Oh, and who's this? Apparently she's his girlfriend. I'm literally not.
You are not.
Literally, what's it got to do with you anyway?
I'm Mark's mum.
Oh my goodness, your mum's literally a teacher.
She's not my mum.
She is your mum.
Horrible histories.
You smell that, son? Eh? You just made me broon my breeks. Oh. Same time next week.
Oh, son, you've made your old man proud.
All the festivals you have never heard about, I've played. As a matter of fact, I've got a spot at Glennington Rockstival next weekend.
Rockstival?
Hank Zipser.
Hey, Mr. Rock keeps rocking.
But that's what Boondog's a headliner.
And if you show up, I can introduce you.
And the BAFTA goes to Class Dismissed.
Who wants that? Well done, well done, well done.
Well, thank you very much. We thought we were done for when we weren't in the opening montage, so we thought we were going to have quite a short night. So a couple of thank yous we have written.
Got a little list.
Oh, that's my cloakroom ticket. Hang on. Yeah, thank you to BAFTA, to the judges. We thought this was an unbeatable field. I know you were up against yourself. That's always difficult. Yeah. In fact, you're up 3 times in the one category, so hugely humbled to beat that incredible competition.
Like every children's programme, Class Dismissed has a small budget but huge ambition. And without the commitment of its talented cast and crew and writers, it just wouldn't be possible. We have to give a special thank you to our director, Tracy Rooney, who couldn't be here tonight, and also to Andy, Steve and Luke, who came up with the original idea.
Yeah. We'd like to give our thanks also to Cheryl Taylor, who's now commissioned 4 series of Class Dismissed. The new series starts tomorrow at 7:45. I'm sure you'll all be up. We'd also like to thank
our head of production, Helen Bullow, and head of development, Ben Armstrong, who have supported the show from the beginning. Thanks very much.
And we'd like to end by thanking Bill Turnbull, who's gloriously, what do we say? What's our phrase? Unnecessary gravitas brings something very special to the series. Thank you very much. We're really touched, very honoured. Have a great night. Thank you all.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Awesome. All right, let's keep it moving. Next up, we got the BAFTA Award for Interactive, which fortunately doesn't involve any improv or role play or rappers trying to get you to wave your hands around. None of that. It's a lot higher browed than all of those things. And to explain more, please welcome an X Factor finalist who was eliminated this time last week, but you know, their loss, our gain. Make some noise for Holly Tandy.
Hello. First of all, I'm going to be ripped after carrying this because it's the heaviest award ever. Okay. Young audiences always are looking for more ways to stay occupied. These nominees in the interactive category ensure that they can stay in our favourite worlds all year round. The nominations for interactive are
Interactive. Adventure Time, ICU.
Hello.
Yeah, boy! The Gruffalo Spotter. Very VR.
Oh my god, this is amazing.
Let's try to keep all of the animals happy. Hey, Dougie, we love animals. You're doing a splendid job keeping your animals happy.
And the BAFTA goes to Hey Dougie, we love animals.
Oh, wow. Yes, brilliant, fantastic. There's so many people to thank. I mean, all the guys at Scary Beasties who made the app, the guys at Studio AKA, and everybody at BBC Worldwide and BBC Public Service. It's been a big team effort. I'd just like to say one thing. Our new counting app is out, and it's #1 in the kids' charts. And you can buy it now for £2.99. Please do. Guys?
Just a thank you to the guys back at Scary Beasties Towers for working so hard on this one, to BBC Worldwide for being an amazing development partner, and most of all to Studio AKA, who let us get a little bit creative with our amazing brand. Thank you.
Well done, guys. Well done. All right, we're going to move on to writer now. It's the BAFTA for writer, and it's an unbelievably tough, lonely, and sometimes thankless profession, which you could probably guess from my opening monologue. But now and then you get someone or a team of writers, you know, who seem to find joy in every single word that they put down, you know, creating that kind of timeless happiness for young audiences. And it's an incredible skill that should never be underrated. And to reveal who they are, actually one of the nominees is my brother. I've spoken to BAFTA, I tried money, I've tried everything. We'll see what happens. But to reveal the rest of the nominees, please welcome my Wittertainment colleague and star of Paddington 2. Hello to Sanjeev Bhaskar.
Well, this is just such a shock and such a surprise. Thank you so much for the... Oh, let me dream for a second, for goodness sake. On a personal note, it is a great honor to be here, honoring all the kind of great work that's done for children's television and film, etc. And on a personal level, it was wonderful for me to be recognized as I was coming in for a lot of the sort of family-related entertainment stuff that I've done. Paddington 2 is out at the moment, that the doc just mentioned, but also on television, Horrible Histories I've been very proud to be a part of, as well as Unforgotten, Silent Witness. Is that just my kids? Is that? Okay, fair enough. So this is the Writing Award, and you cannot underestimate how difficult and complex and deft one's touch has to be to create these fine pieces of work. So let's have a look at the nominees.
Writer.
Don't panic! In case of fire, you should stop, drop, and roll!
Writing team. The amazing world of Gumball.
Blanket!
Give it to me! Gumball, grab the tablecloth!
I got this!
You'd be better off without me. I'm a total failure.
Don't say that.
Joe Williams, Hank Zipser's Christmas Catastrophe.
You know, what's important is not good grades and all that stuff. What is important is that you have a good heart, and you've got a great heart.
You play the trumpet!
I used to.
Why didn't you tell me?
It's lame.
Says who? This is great.
Adam Tyler, Screwball.
We're in a band.
Maybe.
Like a brass band.
It doesn't matter.
Do you still polish it?
Can we please put the trumpet away?
I think it's really hot.
This is horrible! No! I don't want to know! Where babies come from? Where do they go?
Paul Rose, Luke Skies, and Mikis Michaelides, 4 O'Clock Club.
They all want to know. I know the truth is something gross. Can't think of anything worse. Hearing the facts from your sis in front of your class. Where do babies come from? Everybody wants to hear. Where do babies come from? I wish I wasn't here.
And the winner is La La Land. No, I haven't opened it. I haven't opened it. I haven't opened it. The BAFTA goes to Adam Tyler for Screwball.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much to the BAFTA jury for recognizing this piece of work. If you haven't seen it yet, please do go and find it on TrueTube, and please do send it to all your children's teachers and form tutors. It's 12 minutes that I hope will have a lifelong impact on the teenagers who see it and how they view sex, consent, and each other. And it also has cats, trumpets, fireworks, and jokes where people fall over things. I have quite a few people to thank, so I'm going to try and talk as fast as the characters. Savannah Baker and Alhaji Fofana are actors. I'm so proud of them. Incredible dedication, attention to detail, a dream to direct. This script could not have existed without the pioneering work of Juno Dawson and Laura Bates, two incredible sex-positive writers and campaigners. This is the first out-and-out comedy I've ever written, and I certainly wasn't born funny, so I would like to thank Jasper Wilson, Patrick Warner, my sister Jennifer Tyler, and especially Joe Hampson for teaching me everything I know about humor, gags, and silliness. All my crew, especially Toby Lloyd, Kim Roden, Maddie Davies, also Jonathan Green at TrueTube for his constant love and support. We're a really tight-knit team, and I believe in every walk of life we're strongest as a team. Huge thank you to the Rank Foundation, whose incredible vision keeps TrueTube free for teachers, students, and anyone who wants to use it. Caroline Matthews, our CEO, whose name I borrowed for a joke in a quick rewrite and then accidentally left in the script when I sent it to her, about which she was very understanding. Thanks to her for her excellent notes and her full-hearted support of our work. And finally, and most of all, Bob Ayres, the creative director and senior producer of TrueTube, the head of TrueTube, far and away the best producer I've ever worked for, a great writer, a deeply moral human being, our anchor in everything we do, and my very dear friend, nothing without you. Thank you, Bob, and thank you very much, BAFTA. Thank you, everyone.
Yeah, well done, Tyler, with your beard. Where's the point in outrageous nepotism if, forget it. You try. Okay. Our next award is for Channel of the Year. And yes, Channel of the Year is a big one. And you know what? Despite me regularly posting videos of the various ways I can use my hands to make fart noises, my YouTube channel is not one of the nominees, which I think is outrageous. And to present this award, please show your appreciation for the One Show alumni and Celebrity MasterChef champ, Angellica Bell.
It's great to be here. Thank you for having me, BAFTA. Okay, the 4 contenders for Channel of the Year each offer something very different for children, but they share a passion for innovative content that kids absolutely adore. Here's a roundup of the programs these channels have delivered this year.
Channel of the Year. CBeebies.
I really love CBeebies, and I'm glad you've got that channel. That's funny, silly, and we love the theme tunes. We love CBeebies.
It seems Miss Hubble has decided to show off.
Hey. Cartoon Network.
This is serious.
Oh, yeah. Let's go, Rose.
OMG.
It's hero time, Ben. You betcha it is.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
TrueTube.
So blaze a trail. Be who you are.
CBeebies.
CBeebies is made for every young child and every family in the UK. We continue to push boundaries with programming that embraces inclusivity, digital platforms, and creativity.
Congratulations to all the nominees. I can tell you the BAFTA goes to TrueTube.
This is fantastic. Just let me drink it in just for a moment. It's also a little bit bewildering because I am fairly sure that most of you in the room probably never heard of TrueTube before you came into the room this evening. Oh, there's Talianne, hi. Hi, we're TrueTube. Actually, not all of us are TrueTube. Our numbers seem to have swelled just for this evening. I'd like to introduce you to, and to thank the TrueTube team, the amazing Adam Tyler, who just won the Writer Award, the incredible Kim Roden, the terrific Toby Lloyd, and the gigantic Jonathan Green. I'd also like to thank some freelance friends, Antonio Ribolo, Kieran Bell, and Kira Freeman. I'd also like to thank our bosses at CTVC, our parent company, CTVC, especially Stuart Porter, who's not here this evening, for his continued support, and our CEO and executive producer, Caroline Matthews. This is completely overwhelming. I would also like to thank the Rank Foundation, who fund us. TrueTube is a completely free resource for schools, and so tell a teacher. Go and tell a teacher that we are there. The younger and more attractive people on stage are some of our contributors and actors who've been in our films this year. Go and have a look at them. They are wonderful. And I said Kim Roden.
All right, cool.
Yeah, thank you. We are free. We go into schools to help teachers discuss moral, social, ethical, religious issues, and we couldn't do this work without the funding from the Rank Foundation, so thank you to them. And we are proud to be continuing, in a very small way, the legacy of J. Arthur Rank. I'd also like to thank the jury who voted for us for this great, big, beautiful bronze BAFTA, and for acknowledging the importance of education and understanding and empathy, because they all help to make this world a slightly less scary place. Thank you very much.
Tyler sticking his beak in again. It's now time. It's now time to present the award for presenter, wherein I present a presenter to present an award for presenter to one of 4 presenters. And the presenter I'm about to present is no ordinary presenter, by the way. He's a double BAFTA winner who was also part of the Rickshaw Challenge team. Do you remember them? They cycled the length of the UK. It raised over £21 million for children in need. Unreal. So let's give like a superhero welcome to the one and only Matt Baker.
Thank you very much indeed. Can I just start by saying how wonderful it is to be here tonight, to be celebrating what children's television has become. And it's been a while since I worked in children's television, but let me tell you, it was a very special and important part of my life. And I would just like to thank you, because now I stand here as a viewer of what you do, and from a father's perspective, I'd like to congratulate you all for being right at the top of your game, and thank you for everything that you do for Britain's children. So thank you. And you know, now I, of course, know firsthand how challenging it is to consistently connect with TV audiences, none more so than in my very wonderful and happy years on Blue Peter. But these 4 nominees that we're about to show you here have demonstrated that they have that very special skill to connect with millions of children week after week. So let's see them all in action. Here we go.
Presenter.
Welcome
Gemma Hunt.
Swashbucklers, here to help me win back my jewels from Captain, and those pesky pirates. But I need to make sure you're all ready for the challenge, so let's do the swashbuckle salute. Let me see you all marching. Put your hands on your hearts. Here we go.
Press that in, sounds like press that in.
Sam Nixon and Mark Rhodes.
Press that in.
Wow! It easily reaches the smoke high up the building.
Maddie Moate.
I can't believe all of that water is coming from inside the fire engine. I am soaked.
To get us started, I've brought us something very, very flexible. My friend Kika.
Dr. Chris Van Tuliken and Dr. Zan Van Tuliken.
Hi, Kika. Now, you should never try to fold yourself into a box. Kika does this all the time. She's a professional contortionist and a world champion gymnast, which means she has an extremely flexible body.
Okay, here we go. And the BAFTA goes to Maddie Moate.
Oh, thank you, BAFTA. This really is a complete surprise. And to all of the other nominees, I just want to say you're all absolutely fantastic, and it was a real honour to even be nominated alongside you. So this is a little bit of a shock. But I just wanted to say a huge thank you to all of the Do You Know team. Liza, Julia, Sarah and Alex, thank you so much for trusting me in this show and letting me and Paul just go for it. We pushed the science than perhaps you normally would do for a preschool audience. And we wanted to create a family show, and I think we really achieved that. So thank you for giving us that freedom and for trusting us. Paul, you're one of the most hardworking, dedicated directors I've ever worked with. At one point, he even adopted a hamster. He actually took a hamster home midway through filming. He was that committed. Mark, thank you for always keeping me smiling. Ian, who helped develop the show, your enthusiasm really carried us through, and I'm so grateful for that. Romilly, thank you, your expertise. We always knew we were in safe hands. And also from myself and all of the Do You Know team, I want to thank Kay and CBeebies. Do You Know was a bit of a risk for the channel, but that's what you've always done. You push boundaries, but you have the family and the kids at heart, so thank you. And yeah, thank you to BAFTA. Doc, thank you, you're doing a brilliant job. And also to my family and my partner for being a constant support and fountain of knowledge. So thank you very much. Thanks, everyone.
Well done, but, you know, tidy up. All right. Let's move on to international awards. Oh, my brother's back. I thought you just like, no, that's it, I'm gone. Tyler. We're going to celebrate the achievements now of people from much cooler countries than ours, who probably recorded their acceptance speech on video because they're way too busy in some place with palm trees being brilliant and tanned. So fittingly, to present it, we have the brilliant and tanned star of The Inbetweeners, Tracy Ullman Show, and the Dad's Army movie. Please welcome Emily Attack.
I thought I'd really toned it down tonight, sorry. Right, now, they're shows that transcend borders and amuse children the whole world over. Let's have a closer look at the nominees for International.
International.
Krabby Patties aren't made with sand, they're made with love.
SpongeBob SquarePants.
I am going to show the world what a fresh, not frozen Krabby Patty tastes like. And the first one is for my best friend, Patrick.
Mommy! Oh, my. I didn't know an astronaut was going to escort me home.
I'm going to escort you home, then blast off to the moon. What do you think?
An American Girl Story.
I think that's my hairdryer.
Sorry, Mommy.
May I try it on?
Sure.
Ask the Storybots.
Stinky Bart! We don't want no trouble.
Well, Mayor, Trouble is my middle name.
I thought your middle name was Alphonse.
Zip it, Terrence.
What do you want, Stinky Bart?
Down fell the snow, plop, on top of Peter's head.
The Snowy Day.
Hi, Layla. That was funny. Nana says funny is my middle name. Okay, Peter, funny. Yeah.
And the BAFTA goes to SpongeBob SquarePants.
I've been asked to speak because I look the most like Squidward, apparently. Yeah, unfortunately the team can't be here, but we'd just like to pay testament to those guys. They've been doing this for nearly 20 years, and SpongeBob continues to make everyone laugh. It remains relevant. It's one of the truly greatest shows there is. Also want to just give a quick shout out to Claudia Spinelli, who is the exec who's worked on this for several years now, and one of the great women working in Burbank, and one of the great women working in women's animation. Thank you very much. Cheers.
Nice one, guys. Well done, well done. Okay. Now, it's easy to ignore how many of our favorite shows are not solely created in-house by established major networks. Countless modern classics have been the brainchild of independent production companies. Yes, independent production companies, those forward-thinking, talent-linking, heavy-drinking organizations that have become the celebrated mavericks of our industry. I have one myself. So far, I've only really succeeded in the heavy drinking category. But we've got to start somewhere. Presenting this award from the Vamps, we have Bradley Simpson and James McVeigh.
Hello. How is everyone? Good. It's our first time at the Kids BAFTA, so thank you very, very much for having us on. Woo! Yes. We just want to say as two lads that have grown up with a lot of these TV programs, looking like I still watch them. I'm not 12, I'm 22, I promise. But genuinely, they bring so much happiness to so many young children. So first of all, congratulations to everyone in this room. Keep doing great things.
The four nominees should be extremely proud of themselves. They've contributed so much to children's TV in the last year.
The nominees for Independent Production Company are...
Independent Production Company of the Year. Blue Zoo Animation Studio. Carrot Entertainment.
What's the problem here then?
Magic Light Pictures. Strawberry Blonde.
And the BAFTA goes to
Blue Zoo Animation Studio.
Wow, that was incredibly unexpected in that competition with the other nominees.
I can truly say that we are speechless because the guy who should have done a speech, if we did happen to win, is ill and couldn't come tonight, and that's the third of the Musketeers, Ollie Hyatt. We'd like to first of all say a big thank you to all the people that we work with, the amazing broadcasters. That's the CBeebies and the Nickelodeons and the Milkshakes, everyone that worked with our clients, but also all the great people which combine with our studio to help us make great programs. The musicians and the writers, the sound designers,
everyone.
I'm gonna forget many.
I just want to say thank you to everyone. Blue Zoo is a combination of everyone who works with us, so massive thank you to everyone. But also, I'd like to say a special thank you to someone that we wouldn't be here on the stage today without, and Blue Zoo wouldn't exist, and that's Kay Benmote, who gave us our very first job. So I'd like to dedicate this to Kay. Thank you, Kay.
And thank you, team, to everyone here on the stage who have worked so hard, and all those that we couldn't bring here tonight. Thank you so much for working so hard.
And the jury.
I'm BAFTA, of course. Thank you very much.
Yeah, that's too many people. Yeah, glasses. What did you do? Did everybody do something? That's too many people. Good luck getting all of that lot in a photo backstage. Rabble. The award for animation now. A medium I've been lucky enough to have experienced professionally as a voice artist. I love animation so much because it's one of those worlds where imagination is king. It's a world where creative possibilities are infinite. And most profoundly, it's a world where I can go to work in tracksuit bottoms. Don't underestimate that. And to present this year's nominees, please welcome a singer and a presenter who's almost too exquisite to animate. It's Rochelle Humes.
I actually didn't think it would be as heavy as everyone kept banging on about, but it's actually really heavy. Can we make some noise for Doc Brown, by the way? No, seriously, I'm a big fan. I'm a very big fan. It's not often that I actually go out of an evening that my daughter's going to find this cool when I do the school run tomorrow. Is there anyone from Swashbuckle in the house? Honestly, thank you, because you are the best. But I know the words and hey, whole swash. Yeah, I know it all, and thank you so much. I'll crack on. This is not about me. Everyone has a favourite animation show from their childhood. Rugrats, thank you very much. Yes, Angellica, you were my favourite. But let's take a look at these little gems that are leaving a lasting impression on today's children.
Animation.
How can I help? What, for example, would you say if, strolling through the woods one day...
Revolting rhymes.
You saw a pig who'd built his house of straw.
And here's another house for pigs. And this one will be built of twigs.
Shaun the sheep.
Uh-oh, grass. Long, wavy grass.
We can't go over it.
We can't go under it.
We're going on a bear hunt.
Come on, everybody, we've got to go through it. We're going on a bear hunt.
We're going to catch a big one.
What a beautiful day.
Good afternoon, children. My name is Mr. Brown, this is Mr. Pink, Mr. Rainbow, and Mr. White.
The amazing world of Gumball.
The exits are
irrelevant because you're going nowhere. Nobody move, or I'll be forced to use this.
It's a rock!
No, less than that. Ah, yes, we are legally obliged to say it's not one of those.
Oh my gosh,
Right. I love the way that they put on the envelope and the BAFTA goes to. Thank you. And the BAFTA goes to... Revolting Rhymes.
Wow, thank you. That's amazing. I'd like to thank BAFTA for the huge honour of that award. It's fantastic. I'd like to thank Luke Kelly at the Royal Dahl Literary Estate and the great Quentin Blake for allowing us to adapt their work. The BBC and ZDF were amazing partners, and at Magic Light Pictures we got just fantastic supportive staff. On this show we had a wonderful cast, brilliant crew, led by Adriana here. Fantastic work by her. And of course, huge thanks to the astonishing talents of our three directors, Jan, Jacob, and Beanie.
Ooh, wow. Thanks to BAFTA, thanks to the jury for liking what we tried to do here. The biggest thank to Magic Light Pictures, to Michael, to Martin, to the entire team of Magic Light Pictures for letting three dudes from Bavaria take on this amazing material, and thanks so much. Ben Lockett, who did the fantastic music, he's in the house. And generally, there were two teams on this project, one in Berlin and one in Cape Town. We want to thank all the artists who worked on this and made it their movie as much as we tried to do this. And I want to thank two women who saved my life in those last 2.5 years. It's Nadia Mira, who isn't here today, who's the production designer, and Sarah Jane Williams, who was my superhero in Cape Town.
Thank you, and I want to thank our families and partners for their support and patience while we were going through this project. Thanks so much.
Last but not least, thanks to our editor, Benjamin Quabeck, and of course to BAFTA and the jury for awarding us with this wonderful award. Thank you.
Thanks so much.
Well done, guys. All right, feature film next. It's the BAFTA for feature film, a category that, as an actor, obviously I have such a burning desire to be a part of myself that takes every thespian bone in my body to mask the seething envy I have for each of the following nominees. To present this one, we have a writer whose work is as iconic as any classic movie, in my opinion. I raised my own kids on her work. They probably had more of her than they had spaghetti hoots, and that is, honestly, that's saying something. She's the creator of some of my all-time favorite books, including the legendary Charlie and Lola series. So everybody, just go a little bit crazy for Children's Laureate, Lauren Child.
Thank you very much, and it's a great honor to be here to announce the winner of the Best Feature Film, because I think film and watching films as a child is one of the reasons that I became a writer and illustrator, and it taught me so much. And the 4 films nominated tonight are visually stunning. They all have a great depth of emotion. I mean, they make you feel something. And it's because of this you can allow yourself to believe in the world of the story and be carried away with it, which is exactly what a great film does. So the nominations are coming up.
Feature film.
You may recall, Hansel was roaming the distant farlands in search of a magical suit of armor.
Kubo and the Two Strings.
A world that could protect him from the power of the Moon King. This armor was made up of 3 pieces. The first...
Oh, I know! The sword unbreakable!
Do you, really admire me very much?
The Little Prince.
Am I not the handsomest, the best dressed, the richest? I'm the most intelligent man on this planet.
But you're the only man on this planet.
Sing.
Even though it all went wrong, I'll stand before the Lord of Song with nothing on my tongue but hallelujah.
Men and women, both, all. Not a guy-girl thing. You know, Maui is the hero to all. You're doing great.
Moana.
No, I'm here
to... Of course. Yes. Maui always has time for his fans. When you use a bird to write with, it's called tweeting.
And the winner is The Little Prince.
Holy cow. Okay, totally unexpected. Thank you so much. This is an incredible honor. Seriously, seeing those clips, I'm like, oh, there's no way. So this has been an incredible journey making this film. It started for me more than 28 years ago when my wife, Kim, gave me the book, The Little Prince. And it had such a tremendous impact on my life. And when I was asked to make a movie out of that book, I said it's impossible, and I really believed it was. And this award is for the hundreds of artists who really helped to create a true tribute to the power of that beautiful, amazing book. We all believed it was impossible, but we had an ambition to take care of the book and to try to make a film that would celebrate the book and celebrate the power of this incredible story. So I thank Kim, I thank the hundreds of artists that helped to make this happen, to my producers, Dimitri Aton, Alexi, who couldn't be here, and also Jinko Goto, who helped me pull this off every day. But really to Antoine de Saint-Exupéry, who created this incredible work. This year's the 75th anniversary of this book. If you haven't read it, you really must. It's extraordinary, and it is just so fitting to receive this award. You know, this book is for children, but it's also for the child that every grown-up once was. So I hope if you haven't seen the film, you will take a look at it. It's really an incredible honor, so thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you.
The little prince that could. Well done. That's awesome. BAFTA Award for Entertainment, which despite being my middle name, I've been curiously overlooked for again. And to present this one, we have a true all-rounder, a singer, songwriter, and an actress with a name as magical as her talent. Pixie Lott, ladies and gentlemen.
Hello, everybody. Absolute pleasure to be here tonight with my sister. And a massive congratulations to all the nominees and winners. I don't know why I brought my bag up here. Stupid idea. This year's nominations have entertained us in 4 very different ways. They have eaten our homework, wound us up, sent us to survival school, and even made us walk the plank. The nominees are...
Entertainment.
Sam, we asked you in the human body, what is the hallux? A, big toe, B, the small toe. You went with the small toe. The answer is...
The dog ate my homework.
On this card.
My ankles have gone weak.
It's A, big toe!
Jump number 1 is perfect from Lauren. Will Josh nail it too?
Bear Grylls Survival School.
2, 3, jump! Josh has made a mistake and tilted forward in the air. He hits the water face first.
Aye, aye, Captain, is what you say when your captain gives you orders.
Aye, aye, Captain, aye, aye.
Swashbuckle.
Aye, shiver me timbers. Sail home, show a leg. Ahoy, ahoy, avast. Ahoy, ahoy, avast. We can learn how pirates talk and we can learn it fast.
Now, Nikki, could you please tell Melina what tonight's star prize is?
So, next time WWE is back in the UK,
Sam and Mark's Big Friday wind-up.
we're giving you tickets.
And the BAFTA goes to Bear Grylls Survival School.
Place award here. Everybody apart from TrueTube has said that they didn't expect this. We really, really didn't expect this, and I wish this award had been earlier, so I hadn't drank so much wine. I want to say thank you to BAFTA and thank you to the judges for surprising us. This is a show we're very, very proud of. Thank you, CITV, for commissioning the show in the first place. Thank you to Bear, because when Phil and I, this is Phil, by the way, when Phil and I first came up with the show, it was one of our Monday morning moans when our kids had sat around not doing anything all weekend. And we thought it'd be a really good idea to do a show where we get kids off their backside and away from their phones and get out and try something. And then when we met Bear, Bear was truly passionate about it and took it to a whole new level. And then we had this fantastic team who helped us make it and went and stood up a mountain in Wales in the pissing rain. And fantastic children who were cast by Amy. There's an amazing team back at Potato who should take credit for this, but they're not here tonight because I didn't ask them to come. The seats are expensive. The wine's not free. Hey, come on, it's been a tough year. Thank you very, very much. Very, very proud. Always wanted to say thank you, BAFTA. Thank you very, very much. Thank you. See you at the bar.
Congrats. Congrats. Thanks, guys. And thanks, Pixie, as well. And your bag. I wish I brought a bag. Could have put all this rubbish in it. If I had one. All right. Penultimate award, guys. We're nearly done. You enjoying yourself still? We're still here? 2 more awards. Second to last. It's drama. It's drama. And I'm going to be honest with you, I'm almost more excited about meeting the presenter of this award than finding out who's won. I am. You want to know why? I'll tell you, because back in the early 80s, right, when my parents were out buying Findus crispy pancakes and hanging wooden beads instead of interior doors, this guy, he was bringing me unlimited joy on the legendary show Play School. Remember Play School? Ladies and gents, get ready to play. What's the day? It's Derek Griffiths Day!
Thank you. Thank you. Humble, humble. Thank you. Good evening. It doesn't matter who your audience is, good drama has to have fantastic stories, great characters, and brilliant production. Boxes which are well and truly ticked by tonight's nominations. Stop it! Tonight's nominations. Let's have a look at them through the square window.
Drama.
Hi, Sophia. How old are you?
She'll do anything for a living.
She doesn't even look honestly scared.
Like me.
My sister wants me to be put in a lab and tested.
Hank Zipser's Christmas Catastrophe.
My mum still basically thinks I'm a work in progress. I'm kind of a disappointment.
I'm sure they love you, really.
This Christmas they're replacing me with another boy.
No way!
Yeah, my mum's due any day now. My baby brother's all they can talk about.
Okay, I thought you were being serious.
I am.
Stop!
Hetty Feather.
Get out of the way! What are you doing? What are you doing, you stupid girls?
We're not going anywhere. If I get trampled, I'll never forgive you for that.
The only thing that matters is that we bring the trophy home to Kingsmount.
Jamie Johnson's.
Let's do this.
Now, come on! You should be making mincemeat of this team. Show me some heart. Show me some fire. And it goes to Like Me.
This was really genuinely unexpected. When we wrote this script, we felt that the story that we were telling, the traumatic social media journey that we were capturing, was at the extreme end of the spectrum of experience. But when we cast the film, every single teenager, including Izzy, who read for the lead role, told us that this is exactly what it's like. It's a difficult thing to be a teenager in 2017. And anyone who builds or signs off on the addictive algorithms that make these platforms so dangerous to young people's mental and emotional well-being should, I feel, take a long, hard look in the mirror. But our experience making films for TrueTube has left us with a really strong belief that given the right opportunity to reflect on their experiences and those of others, the teenagers of 2017 are likely to be the most tolerant, empathetic, compassionate generation that we've ever seen. And a lot of that is down to the work that all of you have done over the past decade. So thank you and congratulations for that. And on that note, I would like to congratulate and thank the 21 young actors who threw themselves into making this film with bravery and passion. I'd like to thank all our crew, especially Leanne Malloy and Rhiannon Mosson, whose support with casting was crucial to the film's success. And again, the Rank Foundation, who make all of our work possible. Thank you so much, BAFTA. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, well done, Tyler. Milk it up, milk it. Why don't you just marry BAFTA if you love it so much? Right. To introduce us to the recipient of this year's special award. No introduction required from me, at least. It's good. To do it right, please welcome a legendary British actress and presenter. I'd say she's the undisputed queen of soaps. Give it up for Michelle Collins.
You can get excited. This is the last one. Okay. But the most important, really. Okay. If there's a prize for children's books, then Dame Jacqueline Wilson has already won it. And somewhere between writing close to 100 books, her enthusiasm and commitment to promoting literacy in schools has led to an OBE followed by damehood in 2008. It's no overstatement to say she has inspired successive generations to both read and write their own stories, and we haven't even gotten to television yet. Born in Bath in 1945, she spent most of her childhood in Kingston-on-Thames. Jacqueline always wanted to be a writer and wrote her first novel when she was 9, filling in countless Walrus exercise books as she grew up. As a teenager, she started to work for a magazine publishing company and then went on to work as a journalist on Jackie magazine, remember it well, which she was told was named after her, before turning to writing novels full-time. One of Jacqueline's most successful and enduring creations has been the famous Tracy Beaker, who first appeared in her award-winning 1991 novel, The Story of Tracy Beaker. Its spin-off, The Dumping Ground, and current hit, Hetty Feather, have shaped British children's television drama for more than 15 years. Adaptations of Jacqueline's literary creations have been nominated for more than a dozen BAFTAs, securing 4 wins and a nomination for Jacqueline herself for her adaptation of twin story Double Act. Not bad for someone who took their English A-level when they were 40, and she got an A, by the way. Following the critical acclaim, her novel, The Illustrated Mum, was adapted into a multi-BAFTA winning miniseries and International Emmy winner in 2003. It was a privilege for me to portray manic depressive mum Marigold as Jacqueline tackled this subject with wit and sensitivity, as she did with many other controversial subjects in an area most writers would fear to tread. She was ahead of her time. More of Jacqueline's adapted work also includes the BAFTA and International Emmy award-winning single drama Dustbin Baby. BAFTA-nominated series Girls in Love and Hetty Feather, now in its 4th season for CBeebies. As one of the country's most celebrated children's authors, whose career has spanned over 45 years, Jacqueline has inspired generations of children and young people to explore books. Her work has been adapted for numerous moving image art forms, and her work continues to have a huge impact on the British children's media industry. She has sold millions of books worldwide, and in the UK alone, the total now stands at over 40 million. And at age 71, Dame Jacqueline shows no signs of slowing down her prodigious pace. Her latest book, To Make It to Screen Katie, has been turned into a new three-parter which has just completed filming and will air next spring. Jacqueline says she can't bear not to write. And even though she has enough stories saved up to keep going, without writing another word, she just can't imagine not being always involved with her characters.
We were a very happy family. But then, Mum got ill. Dad stayed at home to look after her. Gran took us to school, but she couldn't get better. Mum died. It seemed like the end of everything. After a while, Dad had to go back to work in the office. So Gran moved in.
Do you think our house will really look like this?
Of course it will.
Wow. Oh, and I've got to have a study at home for when I'm running my international company of really important workings and doings.
Oh. And I've got to have a room for my football school too. But there's always something that's going to ruin everything, and it usually involves boys.
Ring-a-ding-dong-ding. New term, new cutie boy. Ever felt you were just plain and simple, born to have accidents?
Where have you been? I've been so worried. I can't believe you'd be so selfish. You stay out all night, then take doll off without even telling me. What was I supposed to think?
Sorry, we just...
You make me sick.
And you'll never let me eat sweets. You're a whimsy watching horror videos, and the kitchen skunk on wet floor. And I never want to see you ever again.
Tracy, welcome back.
I got Tracy Beaker when I was 12 years old, and it was my first big role. I'd only ever done sort of bit parts here and there, and what a first role to get. Obviously, we've all heard of Jacqueline Wilson. I had read all of her books apart from Tracy Beaker. It was the only book I hadn't read. So when I found out I got the audition, I nicked a copy off my friend and was frantically trying to read it before the audition.
Mike, someone's put that stuff in my room.
Look, Tracy, you've been gone for 3 months. We thought you left us for good this time.
This is my room. Whoever's in it can pack up that scratchy stuff and clear off right now.
The way that Jacqueline wrote Tracy, I identified with her straight away. She was feisty, she was this huge character.
How come no one ever believes me, huh?
The impact that Tracy Beaker has had is just absolutely incredible. Even still, I have kids coming up to me from foster care and looked after children, just thanking us for making the programme because it's no longer a taboo subject.
Kids on the street got to look out for each other.
You're on the streets then?
Looks like it, doesn't it? I'm Ben Button Booth.
Tracy Beaker. I haven't seen any other programmes that are set in a care home.
It's just like it's unique.
It also teaches us what it's like in a dumping ground.
And what they go through, like, in everyday life.
Through the eyes of Tracy, life for looked after children was revealed to a television audience for the first time, and the dumping ground became an important place in the hearts and minds of British kids. Jacqueline doesn't shy away from tough subjects. She's not patronising when she writes. She does it with humour and wit, and I cannot wait to pass down those books to my daughter.
No, they're not ours. You got to be kidding me. Can you imagine?
So, what is... Huh? We're a children's home.
Jacqueline's imagination is something that I want. I would love to be inside her head. To be able to write brilliant books such as Tracy Beaker, and then to write another like Hetty Feather. Now we've got all of these amazing TV series out of what she's written.
Hetty, you're right. You're burning up.
Harriet's right, Hetty.
Looks like a fever. There's nothing wrong with me, I'm fine.
Stay away from me, Feather.
Hetty's got the lurgy.
No, I haven't.
I was sent the book of Hetty Feather to read, and I cried, and I loved it, and I fell in love with it. And it was at that moment that I knew completely that I wanted to bring it to the screen. I knew that I loved Hetty so much that I could commit a lot of time to this feisty, wonderful, contemporary Victorian girl.
Ida, we made it.
We did. Oh, God.
I like Hetty Feather because it's a drama series where Hetty, she doesn't live with her mom anymore. She lives in this place where she has lots of secrets with her friends.
Jacqueline Wilson's characters feel like they're realistic and they have similar problems to us.
You can feel like you're that person in the book when she's writing it.
I really enjoy reading her books and she's a big inspiration.
She's wrote a lot of books that I've read and she's inspired me to write my own pieces of writing in school.
Does it hurt?
Well, what shall I do? Tell me what to do.
I could be your foster mother. What do you say?
It's really kind of you to ask and everything, but I don't think you'd want me. Maybe Poppy or one of the other girls.
I do want you.
If you knew everything about me, you'd only change your mind.
April, I know everything about you. Everything.
You still want me?
Yes.
Jacqueline obviously changed my life because she wrote Tracy Beaker, and I am now forever Tracy Beaker, and it is a title that I will cherish for the rest of my life.
This very special lady has a gold Blue Peter badge.
It doesn't get better than that. She's got people into books, into reading. She is an absolute legend. Our first ever guest editor here on Blue Peter. Jacqueline, we love you. You're incredible.
Jacqueline, I could not be more proud of you. Congratulations, and this is so well deserved.
I think Doc's just gone off to do another quick job somewhere. Ladies and gentlemen, the recipient of one of BAFTA's highest honours, the Special Award, is presented to Dame Jacqueline Wilson.
Thank you so much, everybody. Oh, my goodness. I feel so pleased, so proud. Thank you very much, all of you. Thank you so much to everyone who helped bring me here to this stage tonight. Thank you, BAFTAs. Please note, wearing my gold Blue Peter badge. And Blue Peter is now, I believe, in its 60th year, but actually my television viewing goes back further than that. I think my first television memory has to be Muffin the Mule. And I wasn't actually very overwhelmed, but still. But in 1951, way back, I watched The Railway Children on Television. Now, you're thinking, no, she's got it wrong. But this was long before the iconic film with Jenny Agutter and that bit at the end with Daddy, oh my daddy, that always makes me weep. But I promise you, I'm not going to cry tonight, although certainly it was a struggle not to burst into tears of joy and pride when I saw all those wonderful, magnificent adaptations on the stage. Now, that Railway Children was an 8-part children's drama. It was one of those Sunday afternoon dramas. And it was one of the most memorable moments of my little girlhood. I watched it on a screen possibly the size of a chocolate box, but those small black and white children seemed real to me. I scarcely breathed throughout each episode. This was light years away from Muffin the Mule. I was thrilled when my mum went out and bought me the book of The Railway Children by E. Nesbit, though she did think that it was going to be much too old for me because I was still at the little noddy stage. It was the first children's classic I ever read, and I loved it. And I went straight to the library and took out many more E. Nesbit books and other children's classics too. So you see, watching television helps children want to read. I am a really firm believer in that. And I can hardly believe it that I myself have now written so many books, and I've had 8 wonderful television adaptations too. I'm so grateful for all the teams of such talented people who've made them so special. And don't worry, I'm not going to try and actually name everybody because we'd all be here till 4 in the morning. But I am particularly in awe of all the brilliant script writers that I've had. Now, the very first adaptation, Double Act, I did actually have a go at it myself. And I learned just how hard it is and how you have to do the scripts over and over again. And so thank you so much for everybody. I will just mention too the lovely Helen Blakeman, and who's now currently the chief writer on Hetty Feather. And Helen and I go way back, and I'm so grateful to her. And also Emma Reeves, who's worked for Tracy Beaker and Hetty Feather, actually did the stage play of Hetty Feather. And also, Emma's quite versatile. She's recently written the lyrics of a pop song called Jackie, Jackie, and guess who it's about? I'm so grateful too for the current productions happening. The Dumping Ground, which I've lost count of how many years it's been going on, but I'm still so very, very proud of it. And the Hetty Feather series, which is going from strength to strength. And I can't wait to see the new production of Katie. Would you believe that many children believe I write every single script? I actually am there behind the camera. I'm telling people what to do. I feel so proud, but so guilty when I say thank you so much. I'm so glad you're enjoying the show. Now, there are just a handful of people that I'd like to mention actually by name, because they have helped me be on the stage tonight. And first of all, I'd like to thank Sue Knott, because long ago, possibly 19 or 20 years ago, she read my book, The Story of Tracy Beaker. She liked it. We met. We got on like a house on fire. She was determined to adapt it. She had the brilliant idea of making all Tracy's thoughts and fears and hopes into animation inspired by Nick Sharratt's wonderful illustrations. It took her a long, long time. She hung on to that book. And so I will always remember her name with great joy and thanks. And then Anne Brogan, who I had a big hug with tonight, who produced the wonderful Illustrated Mum, and how proud I was of Michelle's fantastic performance in that lovely, lovely adaptation. And Anne has been responsible for many adaptations that makes the heart sing. She's been wonderful. I'd like to thank Cheryl Taylor, who now has been like a fairy godmother for me, sort of waving her wand over all the different productions and making them all come true. Georgina Roughhead is my agent at David Hyams, and she has been responsible for handling everything to do with my books turning into these wonderful shows for many happy years, and I'm so grateful to her. And also, I'm so grateful to Trish Beswick, who's kept my own show on the road. And basically, I was so touched by Danny Harmer's lovely things that she said about me. I'd like to thank Danny. I'd like to thank Izzy Clifton, who plays Hetty Feather. I'd like to thank all the children, many of them grown up now, maybe with children of their own, who've starred in all my television adaptations. I'd like to thank all the children who've watched the shows, all the children who have read my books. I wouldn't be able to be here tonight without all of you. So thank you all very, very much indeed.
Jacqueline Wilson! Dame Jacqueline Wilson. That's it, folks. Listen, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for all your hard work over the past 12 months, each and every one of you in here, winners and non-winners, don't want to call you losers, non-winners. Thank you to BAFTA for having me again. Thank you to Adam Tyler, without whom none of this would have been possible. Tyler! Nothing left to say except let's drink, let's party. I need a drink desperately, so let's get busy. Thank you. Till next year. Good night.